The shadows dance upon the earth just as the warriors of old once danced upon the battlefield. Their origins are veiled in the mists of Rome's wars. Some say they were formed by the great Julius Caesar himself, their first battle cries echoing through the fields of Gaul. Others whisper that they were forged in the fires of the Emperor Augustus's conquests, their purpose clear, to enforce Rome's will at the edges of the known world. What we do know is this: the 20th Legion was no ordinary force. It was an elite formation, its warriors chosen from the hardiest sons of the Empire, their bodies tempered in training, their spirits unbreakable. From the moment of their creation, they were thrown into the inferno of war. They fought in the great battles that shaped the Empire, spilling blood so that Rome might stand eternal. In the year 43 AD, under the command of Emperor Claudius, the 20th Legion was chosen for one of the most ambitious campaigns in Roman history, the invasion of Britannia. Across the cold and violent sea, they sailed, their shields polished and their swords eager for battle. They stormed the beaches, fought the wild warriors of the island, and pushed deeper into the misty lands of the Britons. They crushed resistance at the Battle of the Medway, broke the back of the British warbands, and secured Roman rule over the province. The 20th had earned its name, Valeria Victrix, valiant and victorious. But Rome's grip on Britannia was not secure. In the year 60 AD, the flames of rebellion erupted. Boudica, queen of the Iceni, led a vast army against the Roman occupiers, her warriors burning towns, slaughtering legions, and carving a path of vengeance through the land. As the empire trembled, the 20th Legion stood firm. They were among the few Roman forces that did not waver in the face of the hordes. Under the leadership of the fierce Gaius Suetonius Paulinus, they marched with the 14th Gemina to meet the Britons in battle. Outnumbered, yet unyielding, they formed their ranks, raised their shields, and prepared for the slaughter. The Britons charged, screaming their war cries, but the 20th was a wall of steel. Their javelins rained death, their swords cut through flesh and bone, and their discipline shattered the rebel forces. Boudica's army was broken, and Rome stood victorious amidst the corpses of their foes. For decades after the revolt, the 20th Legion remained in Britannia, stationed at the northern frontier. They helped build the mighty Hadrian's Wall, a barrier of stone and might, a symbol that Rome's rule ended here and no further. But their duty was not just to build, it was to defend. The northern tribes were relentless, their warriors fierce and wild. Time and again they tested Rome's strength, and time and again they found the 20th waiting for them, ready to spill blood upon the cold earth. The years passed and Rome changed. Emperors rose and fell. The empire itself began to weaken, but still the 20th Legion stood. Even as history faded into darkness, their name remained, a whisper in the wind, a legend among warriors. When you hear the howl of the wind in the night, when the earth trembles beneath your feet, know that the spirits of the Legio Valeria Victrix march still, their swords ever sharp, their shields unbroken. For they were the storm, they were Rome's lightning, they were victorious.